the Kraton 4S off-road, running it in thicker grass and stuff, and figured as I'm walking back over to the ride, I'll go live for a minute. Kind of losing some sunlight too, but I am running a high power to high voltage LiPo in here, 15.2 volt LiPo. So I wanted to test that out, and it's definitely got plenty of power. It has more jump, I should say that. It's willing a lot more. Look at that. With this high voltage LiPo in here. Whoa! I think a couple of you guys someone may have come on. I don't know. See real quick. Z Method says, can it do a backflip? It actually can. I was running in one of the areas I was running at, but the grass has not been cut. So, because the grass ain't been cut, I ain't been able to get no good backflips in, but it can definitely do it. I'll see if I can do one for you. Since you're the first one on, testing out these drive shafts. So this is basically how the car is going to come when everyone gets theirs in stock. So I wanted to make sure. Sit up here and flip and bust it up. So you guys give me a minute. I'm going to go. We're losing a little light too, so I don't know how clear or how lit this video is, but now I do have a battle royale coming between this, the Max, and the Skeeter. Some of the top 4S vehicles out there. The Wide Max, of course, and then the Skeeter. So look how thick this grass is, y'all. It ain't been cut in a minute. It ain't been cut probably in weeks, probably over a month. But anyway, what's going on, Prince? Appreciate you guys joining. What's going on, Jeremy? I'm just live for a few minutes. What's going on, Tony? I'm just up here. See how thick this grass is? I was trying to shoot a video earlier, but this grass is so thick, but the truck still cuts through it. Let's see. Wow! Didn't do it that time. Let me try it again. The problem is this grass is so thick, I usually hit like right there and I can do a backflip, but since it's so thick, once the truck hits it, it like seeks down into the grass. But we'll try it one more time. I think it's right here, but I don't think I'll hit it. There you go. A mini backflip. So of course, if the grass was cut out, I've been able to hit it a little bit better, but I know you guys asked some questions, so I'll get to your questions in just a minute. See if I can do this again so you guys won't think it's just luck. There we go. There you go. 2 backflips in a row. How about that? I think it was Z Method. You were the first one on the comments. So how about that? 2 backflips for you. Yeah, David, back at the old parking lot spot I usually run at for a minute. You see this grass ain't been cut. Maybe they're like, that guy's not coming out here, so we ain't gonna worry about cutting it, so David said he's got a built and modified 6S Kraton from hell. Sweet. If you got it on your channel, we'll go over there and check it out. So what's going on, CSL? I appreciate that first like, Michael. So we're just live for a few minutes. I'm testing a high voltage LiPo in here, and I got a video coming up soon. It's a Gens Ace one, and it's a 10,000 milliamp LiPo. So you do have to make a mild modification to get this LiPo to fit, but I also want to make sure the modification I did wasn't gonna cause the battery to slip forward. And in just a minute, I'm actually gonna bring it over to the car because it is getting pretty late, and show you guys kind of what I did since. Oh, battery just came out. I guess I'm gonna show it to you now. So after several backflips, and I actually ran it for about 10 or 15 minutes earlier, the battery actually came out, and like the strap or something may have broke too on it, to show this to you guys. So I'll definitely have to talk about that and the battery broke a little bit too. Oh, we're about to take a look at that and see what's going on. So let me flip this over, turn this off, and find out what actually happened. So you guys are seeing this live. No video editing, no shut the video off and say, well, let me see what's going on. So let me set this down for 1 second and get this battery unplugged and find out what's going on. All right, y'all, sorry about that. Let me rotate this over. So this is one of the new Gen Ace high voltage lipos, and it didn't actually break. This top part just kind of came loose here, but it's got this button on top of it where you can push this and actually see how charged it is. So it's still got a lot of charge left in there. You guys see there, this is a 10,000 milliamp lipo, and I did get this lipo to fit in here. Let me show you guys kind of what I did to get this lipo to fit, and I'm probably going to go back to my regular truck body on here. But basically what I did, and I should have done something else, was actually put a strap to go from here to there to keep the battery secure. So it's not the battery's fault or the truck's fault for the lipo sliding out. It's just my laziness when I was doing this. So I actually had to go in. You guys know, you see from the unboxings that this came loose, popped out, that is actually a piece right here, and it's actually built into the chassis that keeps a battery in here, and it's got a little notch where you can slip it forward and it'll keep batteries that are a little bit shorter in here. So I went ahead and I just cut that out because I wanted to fit this bigger lipo in there, and later I'm actually going to cut a slit here so I can put a Velcro strap going long ways to keep the battery secure. And that's just what happened there. The battery just slid, and it eventually slid out. Now, if you guys do this, and I'm going to mention this when I get this video together at some point in time, you do have to think about that when you cut a slit here and you put the Velcro strap to hold the battery in long ways, you do have to think about this piece here being able to slide out. So I'm probably going to cut the slit maybe right about there and strap it there to put a longer battery in here, or even just, I may just make one here and then make one there, make two slits or something like that, in case I have a shorter battery put up in here. But I know that's a lot of work, but I did want to try to fit bigger and longer batteries in there. This is something that you don't have to do, but I did it to try to fit that Gen Ace lipo in here, so I got that to work. So I know that was pretty long-winded, but see what you guys are saying over here. Yeah, that grass is really, really thick. I mean, I'm surprised it backflipped. I mean, like I said, I ran it earlier just to shoot some mild videos real quick with it, to see how this battery was going to hold up, and just to see how the truck was going to hold up in general. It held up pretty well, so it didn't have any issues or anything like that. Now, David, this is bigger than the Big Rock. It's a lot bigger than the Big Rock. The Big Rock is a small rock now compared to this. Video game, I think everybody's hiring. I think it's just trying to find quality workers nowadays. So Gene said, might get the other RC car too or what? I'm not sure what you're talking about. You may be talking about the Kraton, I mean the Outcast 4S. They haven't hit the stores yet, so. But y'all, I wanted to just go live for a few minutes. I'm not gonna stay live long because it is getting dark. I think it's, I don't know, I know it's after 8. Yes, 8:30 right now, almost 8:40, so it is gonna get dark pretty soon. I have to do a couple things, but I was out here running this. I did bring my Skeeter too, and I'm probably gonna run that for just a minute to get that going. Because I haven't run the Skeeter in a minute. I do want to run it. I got some fans from JJ Customs, and I'll show this to you guys while I'm actually putting this on, because I did want to test these fans out, because last time I ran my Skeeter, it was hot because I did change the punch setting on there. So you guys see that I did do a video on this. You guys see all this here. So this is the fan here. You guys can see that there. So it's SpeedTech RC, and I got the motor mount and the fan for it. So I brought this here just to do a test on. As a matter of fact, I better test it while I'm talking to you guys. The battery is about 170, 80 bucks, I think it is. I'll have to go back and see. It's one of their newer batteries. It is, like I said, 10,000 milliamps. So you will get a super long runtime with that. Now it is a bigger battery, and they did design the battery to run on Arrmas and possibly even Team Corrales and any 6S vehicle and 8S vehicle too, not the X-Max. It's too big to fit in the X-Max, way too big. But they do have a 4S, and I have been running one of their 6S's in some of my vehicles. I just haven't been telling my friends I've been running them in there because I've been getting a little bit more power than them. So, but I guess while we're live, if you guys want, we were running the Kraton. I mean, I could run it some more. I could just put this battery in there. And you guys know that I do have these SpeedTech batteries too. And to show you guys the size comparisons or size difference, I got to figure out that just popped out. But like I said, the battery, it still works. But twice the milliamp is going to be, of course, twice the size. So look how big that battery is. It's huge, huge for its LiPo. It's big. So, but you guys see that I did reviews on these, and there's links in the description for these. But I got these because I want to run these cars, these 4S cars, and I want to have kind of the same battery in them. So let me go ahead, and if you guys are joining, we was running the Kraton. I could run it some more, but the battery I was using just kind of popped out. I did modify the tray to fit a bigger battery in there, but I didn't finish the modification on it. So while we're out here, I guess if you guys are still on and you want to see it, we can run this Skeeter. What's going on, Brian? Oh, we got 2 on the Skeeter, maybe 3 on the Skeeter. So on my Kraton, Brian just asked, did the outer diff cups get changed? No, I had to change mine. So I got one of the early first release models. The ones you guys will get will already have that done. So on mine, it had to be I had to change that out. And that's one reason why I didn't run it a lot off-road and stuff. I didn't want to run it for that to happen, knowing that it's not going to be the same quality or the same high quality that you guys are going to get. And you know, someone's going to, oh, those cars, they break, and you know how people get sometimes. So I just figured I would wait till I got them on there and get this in here, and then run it. So I'll definitely be running that Kraton a lot more. I'm just gonna kind of tuck this in here somewhat, make sure this is secure. I need to adjust these straps. And let's see if I can do this one-handed or not. You guys may get a close-up right here. Let's see. Close-up. And for you guys that always ask me, can EC5 fit on XT90? It can if the battery is a EC5 and the speed controller is a XT90. You will have to, inside this battery connector, or inside actually this male one, let me show you guys real quick too while we're doing this. You will have to space those out just a little bit. Don't do it too much because they will break or snap. But at some point in time you guys want to kind of see that, I can let you know, because some people are not good at soldering, and you go to a hobby shop, sometimes they charge you 10, 20 bucks or something, or I don't know, 15 bucks to solder stuff on. But listen to that fan purr. Even the birds they're giving it a salute. So anyway, I'm gonna run this real quick since you guys are still on, because I was gonna test run this anyway. I really don't have that battery strapped in there, so I'm not gonna do a lot with this. And I did lose one of my front tethers. I do have a body clip somewhere in there. So I know the thumbnail says Kraton, but the Kraton's over there, and we're gonna run it some more. Definitely get a lot more running in. I'm trying to get these vehicles back up to par. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but this is actually loose in the front. So I'm trying to make sure I have all these vehicles to where they're running good. The Skeeter and the Max, so that when I run these cars, one's not all busted up and broken and just kind of taped together or not running good and not giving the best presentation I can for when I get all these out and battle them. So anyway, here is the Skeeter. Yeah, the Skeeter is good, man. I mean, the Skeeter is what you need to do to your Skeeter. You need to not have a 13 in there. You need to put a 15-tooth pinion gear in here, and then you need to turn it on punch setting 5, and you're good. And you can turn the voltage up. Turn it up from 6 volts to 7.4 volts, and it's going to help you with the steering. It's going to make the fan on the ESC turn more, and it's a whole different truck. Now, I'll let you know this. Out of all the 4S trucks, between this and the Max and the Kraton, the Skeeter is the slowest, especially out the box. I think it's about 44 or 45 at the most out the box with a 13 pinion gear in it. That's why you need to gear up to a 15. A 15 is going to be the sweet spot, and also that punch setting. And the Skeeter is durable. I don't care what everybody else is trying to say out there. I've beat this Skeeter. The only problem I had was after several jumps and runs and landing on its front, the front chassis brace broke and I had to replace that, but it's plastic and I expected that. I think they either Team Corrali has or they're gonna make a modified one. But other than that, I mean, this Skeeter's been good, guys. It really has, so. What's going on, man? I see a couple of you guys are joining in too. We was running the Kraton. I did flip and the battery did kind of just pop out of there. Hopefully my finger's not getting too much in the way as I'm driving these cars around. So everybody, when I brought this and the Skeeter out, I want to test this fan I got here from a SpeedTech RC and test these LiPos too, these forest LiPos. And everything is good to go as long as I don't hit nothing. I would take this Skeeter, but I know that battery's gonna come out, but all right, we'll do one jump with the Skeeter. Get through this thick grass real quick. You guys can see this too up here. Good thing I brought the monster trucks and not no buggies or nothing, or no brush car. Can we make it? That was a pretty hard landing. And it's like my battery is going to be coming loose a little bit because I didn't strap it in there all the way. Hopefully you guys can still see it. All right, there we go. So you guys come up with a couple of comments before I... That's too loud. Let's see what he's driving over there. He still ain't got to the light yet. He making all that noise. I wanted to see what he was driving. Anyway. See what you guys talking about real quick. So we do got JJ Custom in the house as well. If you guys can, go over there and subscribe to them because they have a whole bunch of stuff, guys. They got a lot of stuff for a lot of different cars. Not just Arrma, not just Team Corrali, but they do a lot of different stuff over there. And then they also stock a lot of stuff as well. So if you guys can, go over there, subscribe to his YouTube channel, check out their website and stuff as well. So I appreciate that. What's up, Mr. Mad 2424? If y'all just joined, we was running the Kraton. I was running one of the high voltage Gen 8 LiPos and I flipped and the battery kind of slid out. I got to make some modifications, but it is a big battery. I did want to test it in here. And I want to test a high voltage LiPo in that car because I know people are going to be asking me about that. Are pretty soon, things are going to be transitioning to those high voltage LiPos. So instead of it being 14.8 volts, it's going to be 15.2. So I was testing that in the Kraton as well. So. Yeah, they need to come out. I say not so much of a 4-scale granite, but a 5th scale would be fine. And make it plastic chassis if Arrma does it. But Arrma's probably got a list of stuff that people want, that they want, maybe other companies want, maybe they want to do. So who knows what's coming out next. But what's going on, guys? 1776. So like I said, we're out running the Kraton. I was just testing the Skeeter. Figured I'd go live. I'm losing sunlight. I'm still love it that it gets dark about 9 o'clock. It's about 8:45 or so now. But I want to go live with you guys just for a few minutes, run the Kraton. I was gonna run this, but not live. I'm actually gonna run this a little bit more, but I wanted to just say what's up to y'all. I've been subsiding on videos a little bit. I've been busy with other stuff and working out some stuff with YouTube. But I'll get back to trying to post every day. I still have a lot of videos in the archive. I still have to post out, build videos and stuff like that. I just haven't had time to edit and put them out there, but there'll be more coming soon. So it's about 80, probably in the 80s right now, low 80s right now. So well, all right, y'all, I'm gonna get off of here so I can enjoy this Skeeter a little bit more, and get a couple of things going as well and get back for dinner and everything else. So appreciate you guys tuning in.